but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
To kick off for Denver.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 38-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And the Titans' first down.
On first down, Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
4-yard line.
Now it's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
At the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 60 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Humphreys. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
6
6 yards left on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
The 46-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphries. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Blocked pass intended for Jerry Jeudy.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off play action, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
The stop made by...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier. Bradley Chubb on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the Titans.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Humphreys. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the third-year running back, Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
By the Titans.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by
they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run. Watch run.
Locke looks to throw it again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Locke taking the snap at 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he stopped immediately there.
Melvin Gordon.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Second and 10.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Lindsey.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Locke working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
With it is Jackson. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, second down.
To the 49-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Titans! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Hamler now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It's caught. Humphreys. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill, and that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Broncos.
So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the post?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
8 yards to go on second down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 66 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Titans 31, Broncos 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2nd and 16. Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
34 yards.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is
turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke.
24-yard line.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 27 yards there. A first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Returning it, here's Hamler. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
For Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Block off a play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
By the Titans.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Right at midfield.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. If you look at my
They'll run it again with Henry. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.